Tepsenu ela senut itiren ishakandugu kemet. I hope you're doing well. The title of this live stream is They Are Under Pressure. What it do? What it do? It's for the early birds. It's gonna be 2 a.m. in New York. Man, yesterday Sister Neo X went live. And by the way, if you are here, let me just type it. All right. So Sister Neo X went live yesterday. Depending on where you are located in America, for you guys, it's still today. But the video has been removed already. A copyright claim was filed. Sister Neo X said that she will appeal. And I'm sure that within 10 days, it will be back. What's interesting is that you had a dude in the chat. He had a name like Tehuri Mad, something, a long name. I think, what was at the end? Serious. Tehuti, blah, 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 and at the end is serious. But that dude came on the panel like a groupie, on the chat like a groupie, not the panel, the chat. And I asked him how he felt about Filthy Frankie, Scam Cheddar, defending the rapist Malachi York, and he replied, doesn't give a F. That's the type of people we're dealing with. That's the type of people we're dealing with, man. But it's not new. And there are countless reasons why we have certain individuals who just don't give a damn about rapists and child molesters. Some is because that's how they used to get down. Some is because that's how they get down. What's up, you've been at hotel? Is in a place to be. Now, hold on. For some, it's because they have some family members or friends who engage in that type of activity. And for some, it's just that they don't care, man. If they can make money, business with rapists, with child molesters, they go ahead because for them, it's money first. Money first, man. You understand what I'm saying? So anybody who doesn't care about children being raped can shut the F up and go and sit down somewhere. Because when you see people acting like, coming up talking about, oh, we need to do this, shut the fuck up. Thank you for telling me the audio is good. Whoever doesn't care about children being raped, whoever doesn't care about child molesters, which means people who sexually abuse, people who rape children, they are in no position whatsoever to give any advice to say what we need to do, what we should not do. And they thought for a hot minute, because of Filthy Frankie and the crew, that they could just come around and try to school us and give us moral lessons. You know what I'm saying? But we see how long it lasts for. It ain't gonna last long, man. That's a unique movement. People going publicly and saying that they don't care about children being raped. It's a unique movement. You can check just not in America, but worldwide. I have never seen any other group of people, regardless of color, creed, religion, saying such messed up stuff. You have some people who want to lower the age of consent. Lower it. Donnie Williams is in the place to be. They want to lower the age of consent. They want to be able to have sexual intercourse with underage girls. Underage meaning under 18 years old. But they ain't talking about we want to be all right, we want to be okay raping girls, raping boys. Oh, we don't care. Oh, it's none of our business. Donnie wrote, Harlem should turn their back on Frankie. Hey man, they can do what they want, man. See, to me, it doesn't make a difference, man. If Harlem wants to support people who invite and defend convicted child molesters, then it's on them. But I know that's not how Harlem gets down. See, anybody can just go around in Harlem and say, hey, are you all right with that? With people defending convicted child molesters? It's not just Harlem, it's any city in the world, regardless of the country. You know? This is a unique movement that they have tried to push. The sad thing is that, you know, there's several elders who know what's going on and they're in St. Jack. Because some people have a mentality that, you know, you don't criticize a black man. That's their mentality. That's Pan-Africanism. So people can kill, rape, steal, cheat, scam, disrespect, insult people who have passed away, who gave their life for the struggle of black folks. Don't criticize another black man. Crabs in the barrel. Don't do your dirty laundry publicly. The weak talking points of the Pan-Africans. Pan-Africans are defending rapists and child molesters. I mean, I don't need to say names. Pedophiles cults being pushed through their favorite outlet. Rape okay, that would be. Neonex is in the place to be. She said, drop link. Of course. Yes, man. What's the link? Hold on. You can see I'm with my phone, so it's not the. Yes, man. Sure. My pleasure. So here, hold on. There you go, man. Right away, indeed. Right away. With the quickness. I dropped the link with the quickness of Sister Neo X. Sister Neo X is way more courageous than the majority of dudes in the so-called conscious community, man. Oh, here she is. And she got on the panel with the quickness too. Sister Neo X, how you doing?
When I say Shaka, I appreciate you showing me how to do that strike thing because I thought I had to pay money first. But now I know exactly how to do it. But bro, when I tell you that this girl done fucked up, I'm gonna make her regret she chose me as an enemy. Like,
yeah. Sister, hold on. It was breaking up on my end. Please repeat what you said, sister.
I was saying that I don't know what you I forgot what I was saying because I'm so annoyed. But I said I can't believe
you mentioned money. You mentioned money.
Oh, I said thank you for showing me how to properly get rid of the strike, take the strike off, because YouTube usually don't let it go through, but they let this one go through. But because she put I think she put it that I bullied her, but of course I gotta show them her the clips of her speaking on me first. You know what I'm saying? But no, I said sister, I'm gonna make this. I said, well,
sister, I'm sorry. Just all you need to do. That disclaimer, you're gonna have explain the reason why. Just put that disclaimer in and you go. Nepal did the same thing, and the video was back after 10 days because she had to take legal action. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
yeah, but if you want, you can take it there, but it takes time. You can show the link and say this and that, but um, you have different reasons, And Sanetta did that too. Maybe you heard that before, but
yeah.
the Sanetta strikes, they didn't. Two were rejected outright. Um, but he did say, yeah, this guy is trying to bully me. He's calling my guest pedophiles. And I told you too, man. Look at this link here. He's calling, he's talking about Nasi Yeshua. He's calling him a pedophile. You know what I'm saying? And I showed the link where he said that Mike Hebrew went to jail for molesting a young child. So it's just it's just not a big deal. I mean, but it's funny though that she's just basically saying that you are bullying her.
Yeah, but Shaka, you remember how that went down. She came on my live first, right? That was the
Yeah.
first time I had talked to her about this whole drama with Chris and Sanetta, because I don't talk to Dulcinea. She inserted herself, and then you got on a bigger platform and told those people that I was lying and I was a fraud,
Yeah.
and that I don't advocate for women and children, and you bet me $1,000 and you lost. But now I'm
Yeah.
finna make this. When I tell you that I've already got a boy, I ain't finna say it here, but I'm finna make her regret that she chose me as an enemy. She chose this because she inserted herself. I was never her enemy, but since she wants to be enemies now, I'm finna make her regret it. So,
But
because when I tell you I got some receipts, bro.
oh, oh, well, you know how much I like receipts. I value receipts.
Yeah, I got some receipts, bro. Some things finna get a little
But
shaky. I tried to warn her. I even tried to warn her on Sanetta Line when I was like, Dulcinea, just leave me alone. Leave me alone. But she wanted to impress her queen, Sister Freedom. So I hope Sister Freedom gonna help you out. When I hope Sister Freedom gonna really help you out. Cause I ain't even going for Sister Freedom no more. It's only her. It's only Dulcinea. It's only her. You had the nerve to strike my channel because I reviewed a video about you talking about me on that channel. If you would have
but
never said my name, I would have never reviewed the damn channel. I wouldn't have cared.
but you know that's a group effort. You have to know that, because for example, when Sanetta made those two copyright claims that were rejected outright by YouTube, I did not even have to counter strike. YouTube told me, okay, no, we rejected it. You know what I'm saying? The wording, I know it was not Sanetta. Sanetta doesn't write like that, doesn't speak like that. So most likely it was the butler. You know what I'm saying? So this is a group effort.
Yeah, but they
But
don't even know. Like I keep trying to warn them, like to stay out of it. Like Sanetta he the one who got the bigger platform. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But if you want to insert yourself, then you can have the repercussions too. You feel me? But since she don't want to listen and she don't want to, I gave her like 4 warnings. It's no more grace, bro. No more grace. I'm
but
gonna make this lady really regret she chose me as an enemy.
yeah, and
Cause I told her once I get that legal name, ma'am, it's over. It's
yeah,
over.
it is what it is. And now that the parameters have changed, I mean, I'm just asking, if you don't want to say, don't say. But what did Sister Prison say about Nepal?
Bro, that lady got kids. I can't repeat that. Like I'm talking,
Okay.
I understand. I know you need something because like I said, it's fucked up what she said about your daughter and your
Yeah.
behavior. But this right here, I'm thinking more for her children. Not even. I'm doing this more for her children, not Nepal. I don't want her kids to hear that,
But
especially not coming out of my mouth. Not coming out of my mouth.
there's no way to give like some hints, some clues, some idea.
It's not good at all, bro. It's
I
not
get it.
good.
I get it. I
I
get it.
mean,
I get it.
it's like
I get it.
I can give you a slight hint. It's
Hmm.
something that we advocate. Nah, bro, I can't. I ain't even gonna do that.
Well, okay.
It's
No, but check this out. Check this out. Now, some people in the chat have said that there's that lady, like something to that effect, something that we are against. But hey, people say stuff in the chat. Me, I want to know, okay, what's the reference? But somebody said there's even a news article, so we were looking for it. But the legal name that they give is the same as a model. That is not that person. You see, it's like a Hispanic, Latino, Latin type of name. So we couldn't find anything, but so eventually, maybe later on, we find out, if there's any truth to that,
Yeah,
but hey,
if it comes out, then it comes out. But I just don't want to repeat it for the sake of her kids.
yeah, I understand. But you see, brothers and sisters, some of you know what the deal is. I mean, um, you remember what some people have been saying in the chat. You know what I'm saying? They even talked about some sort of something to do with babysitting. Babysitting and then something going left. But then again, hey, I'm just saying because that Nepal woof woof lady, she said that I told people she's doing OnlyFans, and she knows damn well that when people are in the chat, I put the comments in the chat and I read, and somebody in the chat has stated that she's doing OnlyFans, and as usual, I ask, do you have a link for that? But I mean, she's such a pathological liar. And that dude yesterday, that Tehuti, whatever, Tehuti Ma'at Raz Sirius, who doesn't care that Sanetta is defending child molester. When I called Nepal, when I said Nepal is a drunkard, he was like, oh, you lying or something like that. I said, man, I have her on tape saying that she likes wine a lot. And I said, she's on tape, obviously drunk. Even Killer Priest told her what's in that cup. But those guys, they're such simps, man. But anyway, that's for the record. Feel free, sister. Feel free.
Hey, Shaka, I'm still here. I had to step away for a quick second. I'll be right back. All right.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. Oh, we have sister Sugar Hayes who said, don't say anything, Neil. Yeah, I understand. I mean, there's a lot of things that we will find out anyway, but it's always better with some receipts, with some documentation, but that's a crazy crew over there, Donnie Williams was good for you, Neil shows character, So feel free, brothers and sisters. I kind of lost track of my initial lyrics, but I still got the flow. I still got the flow. If somebody wants to hop in, I have a few minutes before I reach work. I have about half an hour before I reach work. So they are under pressure, man. I mean, that video, that live stream of Neo X did not even survive 24 hours, man. It survived like, dang. When it was over, I think it was 3 a.m. my end, it's 5 a.m. my, so 5 hours. It lasted like maybe 4 hours. They did not even let that video mature, man. They did an abortion on that video, man. The video was in fetus stage, man. Oh, I see I have somebody who wants to get on the panel. Hey, that's a brother V Bennett. What's up, brother V Bennett? Hotep.
Yeah, Hotep, Shaka. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm checking that out. I also had this kind of idea, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if it's just me, but I don't get a good sensation not going after Nepal, but even talking about her, because in some kind of way, how I see it is that she's so sad, man. And also, like, people, it looks like people prey on her, man, to be honest with you, man. Like, like, to me, it's like something else there. Like I was telling you the other day, if you have some sort of problem, the sad thing about this world is if you have a problem yourself, you would think people would want to help you, right? But there's people out there that prey on your problems. When somebody has a problem, if you're unstable or anything like that, there's people out there that prey on it, man. Seriously, And so that's why I don't really like necessarily speaking so much about her. Because look, all you have to do is look at what's out there. Look at what's out there already. It's already sad. You know what I'm saying? It's already it's not looking good for us. So, but Sanetta now, he's going strong, boy. He's the ringleader, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I noticed he got so many ladies jump, fighting each other over him. That's what I wanted to say with Neo X. Them ladies was there last night fighting each. Yo, it's like that. The video that Neo X showed, they were. It's incredible, man. And she's going. Sister, what's her name? Freedom. I get confused when I say it.
Sister Prison.
Yeah, because it almost. Why would I even imagine her name is Freedom? I mean, that's why I never remember it. It's like Sister Freedom is like talking about these ladies behind their backs, you know, and then these ladies are capping and caping for Sarnetta. It's like I've never seen so many women cape for such a low life, man. I've never seen that in my life, man. That's really hard to find, bro. That's hard to find these days. I gotta tell you, you know, that is really. It's actually not even necessary. It's not even that. At some point, it's embarrassing because you got to be like, as a guy, like, damn, it look kind of strange. I got 5 ladies capping for me. Slow it down. I only need 1 or 2 maximum, but 3, 4. It's like, damn, that's almost supposed to be illegal today with women's rights and women's lib and all this shit. That's just way out of pocket, man. 1 is enough. 1, you know what I'm saying? If at all, actually for a man to even have a woman capping for him when he know damn well he been scamming, know damn well he been doing all kinds of shit. It's not even supposed to be 1. You're not even supposed to want 1. You know what I'm saying? It's just not a good look, man. But you got a whole boatload, Joe.
You know, brother, there's one Paul Mooney lines, one of his stand-up where he says, Jerry Springer is the only show where you can see 2 women fighting over a dude like a crackhead with 1 tooth, you know, something like that. But
not anymore.
Yeah, we have some desperate people, man. We have some desperate baby mamas. We have some desperate grandmamas, and a lot of people never had anything going on in their lives. So now they see some people, they figure those people have some sort of status, you know, because you know nowadays when people talk about what we used to refer to as socialites, you have some websites who will talk about a person, you know, that's on social media. Now we have the terms like YouTuber, you know, and sometimes oftentimes they mention the amount of subscribers that the person has, as it is some sort of, it gives some sort of value or status, you know. So some people get easily fooled by that, but many don't know that you can buy the subscribers, you can buy the views, you can even pay for comments. There's plenty of websites that provide these services, you know, but many don't know that this is something that exists, you know. So
most of the big companies, you know, the bigger you get, the more easier it is to hide. But when you get smaller, then it's not so easy to hide from the YouTube thing anymore, and they start, you know, taking money. They you know, they don't reward you all those views, you know, and sometimes they take on real views that you got too, just because you know, they know you abusing it, or if they catch you too many times, that would take the whole channel. You know, they can do that too, man. So you got to be careful with that kind of stuff. But I mean,
and you know what's funny? You know what's funny with what you just said is that over the years, Scam Cheddar had so many channels that were terminated. Now, I know he used to play movie clips, and I thought, oh, it must be because of those movie clips. But a lot of times, when you use some copywritten material, mainly music, they tell you, okay, that music belongs to that record company, that record label, so they will get the monetization, you know. But maybe back then they didn't have that system. But I presume for the movies, it is the same. If you use movie excerpt, you know, they'll tell you, okay, because so and so owns the copyright, then all the monetization will go to so and so. But then maybe the reason why so many of his accounts were terminated over the years is because he will, I'm saying maybe, is because he will use those different websites that allows you to purchase subscribers, views, and comments. But one thing's for sure, though, you are right. Sarnetta is happy when he see those ladies And those dudes like that Tehudi, Ma'at, whatever Sirius, who doesn't care, who doesn't give a F about people defending convicted child molesters, because that takes the pressure off him. So he will encourage that, you know. But he is the ringleader. He is the one who has decided to continually invite convicted child molesters. And on my video Game Over, which received, as you have seen, some of you have seen, or you can go on my community timeline, I just received the email. I woke up in the morning and I see an email, caption notification. A user, they didn't say the name, because I would have gladly shared who it was if I knew the name. A user thinks that I should be using caption, basically subtitles. So it's not a strike, it's a notification, you know? So I shared it. They are under pressure. They are really, really under pressure. The trial
they don't like you,
is
Shaka.
coming up.
They don't like you at all. They don't like you.
Well, I don't mind if you like me or not. I mean, it's not a celebrity contest. We have never seen, I mean, I have never seen a human being defending a convicted child molester like Sanetta has done when he's defending Malachi York. That's one of the worst things ever. We've read that a girl was being molested, raped by the dude, and the molestation, the sexual abuse started when she was 5 years old. 5 years old, we read it. Yeah. He went on to sodomize the girl. He sodomized a boy. And the dude is defending him. Then he's like, oh yeah, I'm trying to get Nature Boy. Nature Boy is on tape saying that he has sex in front of his children. That he has sex while the woman is breastfeeding. That he lets his son touch his penis, and he says, I'll allow that. If that ain't being sick and deviant, on top of what he said about my daughter, that dude is sick.
You know what sound, you know what sound weird too, man? When because you played that clip a couple times, and it took me a second, because it takes a second to kind of think, and just to, hear what this rambling is all about. Because dude, he, he just is saying this shit himself. But once you get over the shock, or once I got over the shock of him saying those things, then something else popped in my head. To me, it made me wonder, like, is he mentioned something when he, in the beginning, where he said, this is why I don't allow other people's kids with me. And for a second, it almost sounded like he's making this video talking about it, but he's talking, it's like a justification, like he's explaining. It almost sounds like, I don't know, but it almost sounds like he's done that.
For the record, for the record. So I thought you were talking about Nature Boy. Yes.
It almost sounds like he's done that with somebody else's kids, and now he's explaining. Now he's explaining how they took it wrong, because I do that with my kids. I do that with my kids, but that's why I don't let people come with their kids. Now, like it almost sounds like that, man. Like,
so indeed, yes. And he said, he doesn't want he doesn't want his son to be ashamed by covering up, So indeed, he has several ladies. He would have children with them. So that's his children. And whatever he does, according to his own sick standard, then it's okay. Now, not only he said that he allows his son to touch his penis and play with his penis. That's Nature Boy, the same guy that Sanetta said he wants on his panel live. It's on tape. For those who haven't seen it, the video is called Game Over for the HOK. Right at the beginning, I played Sanetta, who stated live on air that he wants Nature Boy on his channel. And Nature Boy, by the way, has a rape charge. He's awaiting trial for rape, amongst other charges. He even said, Nature Boy, hold on, Nature Boy even said that after he has sex, he be chilling, laying back. He's doing the gesture like, he's chilling, laying back. And he lets the son touch his penis. Go ahead, young V. Bennett.
I mean, man, yeah, it's hard to hear these words, but dang, what was I about to say, bro? You just said so. It was something about. Oh, he actually says in the tape his reasoning for it. He doesn't want them to be ashamed of their nakedness. That's his reasoning, right? And it's like, what does that mean? Like, so that means people that don't, other people that don't allow that, his reasoning for doing that around kids in general, or your reason, or anybody's reason for doing that around kids, involving kids, because he's saying I'm having sex with the woman while she's breastfeeding. So they're engaged in something at one time. This is like an activity, a group activity. And he's saying that he's doing it because he doesn't want them to be ashamed. In the next sentence, like he's saying why he's doing the nakedness. It's like, because if you and that's his reasoning, so that they aren't ashamed of themselves, who they really, their own nakedness, how things really are. It's like, whoa, man, like, so what you want, a flat out orgy in front of people? Like, if you don't
But
want to
check
be
this out.
involved in orgies, you're ashamed or something, or you don't
But
want
check this out.
kids involved in your, when you doing and making love to your lady, if you don't want your kid involved, you're ashamed. You're teaching
But
them to be ashamed of something. It's
check,
like
check,
weird, man.
check this out. If people go on my channel, for those who don't know, it's my art forever. You go in the search icon, which is a magnifier. You type in porn. Then you will see the video played by Enki. He's homie, long time homie. And it appears that Sanetta was watching porn. But we can see some women who are barely clothed. And he was busted, that Sanetta that is. He was busted while Polite had his daughter sitting on his lap. And they were talking about Dr. Sebi. And I think that's when Dr. Sebi passed. So one brother with a Caribbean accent was very angry at that, was going in on Sanetta. And what did Sanetta say? Those are your sisters. You are ashamed of your sisters.
Yep.
I'm not lying. That's
It's
what he
true.
said.
It's true. It's weird. They have some very similar talking points, like, when it comes to these things, like, that, and it almost makes it sound like it's like a technique, in a way, like and because there's a group of people there sitting there talking, and all of a sudden, what pops up on the screen? A black lady with her breast, basically,
Two
I don't,
women. Two
right,
women.
and two women, and he's like, his eyeballs are falling out his head while he's talking to Polite with his daughter, a child on his lap. And that's interesting enough, because he didn't even, he didn't bother to write that message to Polite about, child spread eagle on your lap. Nah, but it's just sick how it's like, it's just him falling out of his mouth every single time. It's if I mean, man, what can I say? But to me, what it sounds like? It's like what Ching Ching said, just let them talk. And when you hear these people just go on their rants and they're talking, it's interesting the things that come out of their mouth. It's like they use these similar words, these similar like ideas. Shame. What the hell's a shame got to do with it, man? It's not shame. It's like it's decency. It's common decency. It's decency. You don't. I mean, do you want to? Okay, is the norm supposed to be when you're with your lady that your kid is right there watching? Is that what he's trying to say? The norm is supposed to be, and the norm is supposed to be your kid can get in on the action, just start playing with your private parts too. Like, yo, dude, that's so sickening. That is so. But he is literally saying that. He's saying it almost. I don't even know if it's a sly way or anything, but the way he says it, it's like he's trying to make the excuse up for why he does it. Like he's explaining. It sounds like it's an excuse for him. Like he had to explain why that happened. Almost, it's almost like it happened and he had to explain it, and he's looking for an excuse for it.
He was busted. He revealed his screen by mistake, and he proceeds to disrespect everybody on the panel except Polite. You know, instead of saying I'm wrong, I apologize, I'm sorry. But there's another thing though.
But Shaka,
Enki said that
think about this, dog.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Enki said that he was masturbating, and the movement going up and down, the nose that we hear, the thing that looks like a towel.
It's crazy, dude.
Indicates that maybe he was, but Enki said he did. The same Enki who called him a pedophile several times. Yeah, go ahead.
Think about this, Shaka. Just think about this. What if you're talking to a child and you're trying to get the child to participate, right, with you in some sort of sick act? And think about the child's psychology. What would the molester say to the child? Don't be ashamed. They would use the psychology, dude. Don't be ashamed. You're ashamed. And then think about this other thing. What did the other guy say? He said it to he said it to you. These kind of words, these weird words that it's like child psychology words, like statements like you're an amateur. You're amateur. Look, isn't that crazy? Tazariak said that to you, but Dr. York said that to one of his victims. Yes.
It's on
in the transcript.
Exactly.
And these are ways that you talk to kids, young people's mind. This is a young psychology. Now, if you're an adult and you go for that kind of pressure, damn, you're not that mature at all. But a child, anybody can understand that those are very powerful words to a kid. You see what I mean? And this guy used that to you as a grown man. Like, you know, it's like, that's some weird, that is very, you're an amateur. You're an amateur. You're amateur. Like, you're an amateur. That, to me, that sounded so weird when he said that in the first place. When I first heard it, I was like, he called him an amateur. Like, that's child psychology. Like, what grown ass man, 40-year-old, would even, is he in the room with a grown? Where's this dude's brain at? But that shows you.
But that's him being lame, trying to put titles and labels. He said that, and even said worse before.
No, Shaka. If that psychology works on a child, if that psychology works on other people you're around, when you get into that weird shit and you use it against a real thinking man, and it does, you wouldn't even know it. You wouldn't even know it doesn't work. It becomes so normal to you, that kind of psychology, if it works. If it works normally. You see what I mean? Like, that shit doesn't work with grown ass people. Like, what the heck? What is that? Yo, man, I'm telling you, man, I know it sounds like I'm reaching. I don't give a damn, but you know, it's like it came out of his mouth. Those are his own words. That's his own way of thinking.
That's him being lame, like most Hebrew Israelites who make claims that cannot substantiate it. He even said worse before that. He said, I thought you would be more intelligent than that. Then he proceeds to talk about a book that's supposed to have attestation of Moses and Miriam in a hieroglyphic, but he doesn't show the book. You know what I'm saying? He made that up. Those guys lie, they're behind off no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And the most important, so I didn't trip off that because I knew he was pseudo. I just didn't know that their plan was not to proceed with the debate. It was a setup that Sanhedrin did, and Sanhedrin messed up by defending the child molester at the end by saying, you know, you need to stop gossiping. But then Sanhedrin is on tape talking about the same thing that I talked about, and I played the countless time, and that is the ISUPK member who was found guilty of child molestation. And we've been asking how old the girl was, and there's a brother in the chat who said that the girl was 9. So let's stay focused.
Shaka.
And find out, hold on, and find out some paperwork. Now, that member in the chat said that Chris MVP Harris knows because he's been in those Hebrew Israelites movement, you know. So that's what somebody said in the chat. But we should find out, and maybe we will find out after a polite trial, maybe pre-trial. But we should try to find out some documentation that will substantiate or confirm whether or not the girl was 9 years old. Maybe she was 10, 11, 12, or maybe she was 8 or even less, you know. But several people have stated that the girl who was molested by the IUCPK member who is in prison for that crime is 9 years old. Chris MVP Harris said to the world that this man who is in prison for child molestation is Tazariak's cousin. That's what Chris MVP Harris said, you see. But let's find out, you know what I'm saying? Let's stay focused. Go ahead, brother.
Yo, Shaka, even that statement, I thought you'd be more intelligent than that. I mean, what if you use that statement towards a child that you're trying to get to do some shit that instinctively they know is not right? You're making them question their own intelligence based on some creepy ass shit. I'm telling you, dog, these kind of weird, this is a grown man again talking. He's talking to another grown man using some psychology that would only a kid would go for. Only a kid would go for it. And I'm telling you, not, you know, all kids won't go for it, but a lot of kids, when they're because you got to remember the power dynamics. You're looking at an adult who you look up to, and to other people look up to you that seemingly has power, and they're saying, I thought you'd be more intelligent than that.
Well,
Or
check this out, brother. Check this out. Sorry to interrupt. On the tape where Sanetta defends the convicted child molester, the serial rapist Malachi York, he calls his own audience, his own subscribers, dumb. He said, y'all stupid, y'all dumb. He even said at one point, y'all some dumb mother effers. You understand what I'm saying? So I see a correlation with the talking points. Sanetta is on tape telling his own audience that they are dumb because
oh, you breaking up, Shaka?
Oh yeah, well, I was just saying
you just
that
broke up.
Yeah, Sanetta is on tape calling his own audience dumb and stupid because he was defending the serial rapist Malachi York, and they disagree with that. Any sane human being, we disagree with defending someone who was sent to prison for 135 years for one of the worst case, if not the worst case of child molestation known in the United States of America.
That's how he talks, dude. And he's on tape also saying to Tory, a 20-year-old, he's 40, almost 40 years older than Tory, and he's telling Tory, slit your wrist, man. Slit your, what, you're gonna poison the it's like, yo, again, to even Tory, and I don't blame him, but to even Tory, there's gotta be some power dynamics there. You see what I mean? This is a grown man who other people look up to, telling you to slit your wrist. You know how powerful those words are, dude? Coming from a grown man.
And did he apologize for that? And did he apologize for that?
I didn't hear it at all. I didn't hear it.
So basically,
I wouldn't even expect to hear a real apology from him anyway, but I didn't hear one.
So we have this grown woman who are defending Sanetta like Wolf Nepa, the hypocrite. She acts like she cares about the children, but when Sanetta told Tory to commit suicide, to slit his wrist, we haven't heard any apology. But those people are sick and twisted, and they will see how far it goes. They will see how far the game goes. But brothers and sisters, I'm about arrived at work now, so thank you for being there. We're going to keep applying the pressure. Fighting against child molestation is a noble cause. Thank you for your support, brothers and sisters. Thank you, V. Bennett. Thank you, Neo X. Thank you, Donnie Williams. Texas Bama, Storm, Sugar Hayes, Young Heru, Wab Funk, Andrea Brunet, and there's so many others. I don't have all the names on top of my head, so please forgive me if I didn't say your name.
Neo
David
X.
as well. Neo X, I thought I said it. Thank you, Neo X. And yes, stay strong, stay up, brothers and sisters. Peace.
Yeah, Hotep. Hotep.